Look, today I want to talk about smart beta. What is it and why might you want it? So I want to start first with the active versus passive debate. And the thing here is basically pay high fees for the chance to outperform the market, but not guarantee it, or pay low fees for zero chance to beat the market, but always to be just exactly what the market is. Now, there's another thing we need to consider that, and that is market capitalization. The very nature of market cap weighting means that you're always going to hold in an overweight position the names that subsequently underperform, and you're going to hold with a lower weight the names that are going to outperform. That's just the way the mathematics work. Now, there's a video you can check out where I talk about that a little bit right here. Now, the idea with smart beta is maybe you can have the best of both worlds. Now, the idea here is just kind of anything where you disconnect market capitalization from your weighting scheme. So some kind of rules-based system where you can determine the weights of the securities, but it's pretty easy to do. So fees are lower. And the idea is that hopefully this is a strategy that ends up beating those market cap weighted problems and the market cap weighting performance that were in that video I just mentioned. The other thing is you're going to do this for a pretty broad universe. So you're going to be pretty well diversified, and you're going to basically have no capacity constraints because you're going to use, all, or if not all, most of the names that are in that cap weighted benchmark and try to beat it for lower fees. All right. So what are we talking about here? So one of the things is you've got kind of your regular market cap weighted, and there's going to be some alternative weighting scheme that could be, volatility weighted or reverse volatility weighted or equal weighted or whatever it might be. That would be a super basic smart beta. Others might be a factor tilted portfolio, and the others might be even a little bit more active in some natures, maybe a multi-factor type of model. But again, you're trying to have this rules-based system to change the weights to be different than they would be if they were market cap. It could be as simple as equal weight or as complex as multi-factor. Some of the factors that are in consideration are those anomalies out there, the ones that are all in all the papers out there. The value anomaly, where stocks that are cheaper tend to outperform stocks that are growthier or more expensive over the long run. You can talk about names that have higher quality, smaller size, more momentum, low vol, whatever. These are the kind of anomalies that these strategies are attempting to exploit over time to give you better performance, again, lower fees, etc. Now, it is important to keep in mind that we're just kind of changing the way we describe the world. So if you go way back when, active returns were, hey, I'm doing better than cash. There's my active manager. He's taking that. We went from there to saying, well, no, there's a market component to that. So kind of take away the riskiness of the market and really compare yourself to, a market versus comparing yourself to cash. And say, wait, there's actually, again, value names and expensive names. So maybe I could put that in there. And finally, we're saying, look, there's all kinds of these anomalies in there. We should be taking all those into account. And that's really that smart beta section, that orange section there is a lot about what we're talking about when it comes to smart beta. Trend wise, money going into smart beta products is on the rise. It's a little bit dated, but you're going to see the same kind of patterns in terms of allocations to smart beta, in terms of AUM associated with smart beta, in terms of new products being launched. There are more and more smart beta products out there. And again, you can kind of see here the different strategies where what's growing and what's not growing. Low volatility is a very popular strategy. You can see here it has lots of AUM in there. And it also has lots in terms of about percent of AUM. Take your time and pause this if you need to, but you can see that these strategies are growing. There are quite a few of them. And they do seem to outperform over long enough time periods, right? So if you're looking at some of the data, you might see, well, over 1 year time periods, they outperform maybe 55% of the time. And over a 5 year period, they perform maybe 75% of the time. And over a 10-year period, they outperform maybe 85, 95% of the time. You do see some cyclicality here. So, we also see kind of a rare example here where over a 10-year period of time from 98 to 08, they end up kind of underperforming, even though they had a lot of outperformance in there. And since then have kind of taken off. But keep this in mind that these strategies do tend to work over a long periods of time, so 10 plus years, but day to day, month to month, it's pretty noisy. So keep that in mind. So next time I want to talk about some kind of hidden problems associated with these products that you're probably not aware of, but that are probably, pretty common for these products. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Brian Kozlowski.